Welcome to Shamrock Reddit Stories. Am I the Butthole Edition, where a wife asks if she's the butthole for throwing out the special dinner that she cooked for her husband. This one's from Maxla-29, and it's called, Am I the Butthole for joking with my wife about not being ready for sundress season? Yeah, you are. I can tell already. My wife overheard me and my friends joking around when we were playing video games. I joked that I can't wait for sundress season to be here. After they left, she told me to take her shopping. I asked her why, and she said to buy her a sundress because it's almost sundress season. I jokingly said she wasn't ready, and she was offended by it. One of the commenters wrote, "You're the butthole. You literally told your future ex-wife that you were excited to see women in a sundress, but not her." Now do Seamus and I a favor and focus your eyes on the center of the video. That's it. Just keep staring at the center of the video. It's okay to blink. Just keep staring. Your eyelids are getting a little heavy. Now they're getting a little heavier as you are becoming more and more relaxed. You're in a calm, deeply relaxed state. Now I want you to think about how much you love Shamrock Reddit Stories, and when you see the word subscribe on the screen in the next few minutes, you take the time to click the like, subscribe, and notification icons. Remember that you just love Shamrock Reddit Stories, and you can't wait to watch all of the videos on the channel. You want to watch each video in its entirety. Also, you will tell all of your family, friends, and neighbors how much you like Shamrock Reddit Stories on YouTube, and they should check it out for themselves. Tell them to start with the video about throwing out her husband's dinner. When I count 1, 2, 3 and snap my finger, you will wake up and resume watching this video, and you will get a wonderful, joyous feeling every time that you watch a Shamrock Reddit Stories video on YouTube. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. This one's from Aqua F6374, and it's called, Am I the butthole for throwing out my husband's dinner after he went to eat at his mom's house? My mother-in-law calls every night to ask what we're having for dinner. Then she brags about what she's cooking to make me look bad, especially if we're getting takeout. I used to care, but not anymore. But my husband would ask me to make dinner only for him to go eat the dinner his mom makes at her home, which is 10 minutes away, and using the "that's my favorite meal" excuse. Yesterday, I wanted to surprise him by cooking one of his favorite meals, and although I was busy, I took time off work to cook. I even went grocery shopping to get what I needed. Later, as I was setting the table, his mom called. I told him he didn't have to answer, but he did. Like usual, she asked what we were having, but acted surprised that I cooked this meal. She then went on to tell him she cooked this certain meal and told him to come over. He said okay, which shocked me. I said, "Seriously?" as he started dressing up, getting ready to leave. He told me, no offense, but this meal that his mom cooked was even more of a favorite than the one I cooked. Then he grabbed his keys and left. I felt awful. I took his plate and threw it out, then ate my portion. As I was about to put the plate in the dishwasher, he got home looking angry, saying his mom lied about cooking that favorite meal and used it as an excuse to force him to eat dinner with her. I was shocked, but he sat down telling me to go ahead and reheat dinner. I told him no dinner. After he abandoned it, I threw it out. He said, "What?" And I told him he disrespected my time and effort and chose to go eat with his mom instead. He began yelling at me, asking if I really did that. He called me petty and horrible, then went upstairs saying what I did was 100 times worse than what his mom did. I definitely feel like I let my anger and frustration get the best of me. but it really felt unbearable having to live like this for so long. By the way, I'm 26 and he's 28. To make one thing clear, and that's the fact that my husband only does this when it comes to food. He lived with his mom while he attended community college and loved and still loves her food and is used to it. She gave me recipes to make and I try to do that, but he keeps switching homes just to eat what he feels like. There are some pretty good responses to this story, but basically, your husband is taking extreme advantage of you without giving your feelings one iota of consideration. And talk about a mama's boy. Oh my God. Do not cook him even one more dinner. Tell him that his dinners are now his mom's responsibility, or he can cook his own. Until he pulls his head out of his butt, you're cooking dinner for one. This one's from Snack Attack 04, and it's called, Am I the Butthole for Watching a Horror Movie on My Tablet on the Train? So I, a 19-year-old female, was on the train yesterday to travel to college. As I had a bit of a journey ahead of me, I decided to start watching a movie my friend loves that I've been meaning to get around to, Mama. I know it's an older horror movie, having come out in 2013, but I never got around to watching it, so I figured, why not? I put in my headphones and began to watch it. A little while into it, I'm interrupted by a hand waving in front of my face, blocking my view. When I took off my headphones, this woman told me that my video was scaring her children and could I turn it off, also commenting on how it's not appropriate for a public space. I was a little surprised by this, as I wasn't holding it up to display to the train. Her two kids looked to be between 5 and 8 years old, though I can't guess exact ages. The younger one did look a little disturbed. I apologized and said I'd keep it tilted away from them so they couldn't catch glimpses of anything, but she insisted I turn it off as it's not appropriate. I won't lie, I got annoyed at this point and told her to maybe tell her children not to look at other people's devices if she doesn't want them scared. She was clearly peeved and called me a little B-word and some other nice names. I eventually just got up and moved to another part of the train, though I admit I flipped her off as I did so. Childish? Yes, but it was darn satisfying. I'm getting ready to go get my train to go to college today, and I'm considering watching another horror movie on the way. But I'm wondering, is it really so wrong to do that? Who is so thoughtless and inconsiderate that they watch horror movies on the train? The nerve! Just kidding. You are doing nothing wrong, OP. It's not like you are blaring the audio for everyone to hear. Just relax and enjoy your movie. Well, that's it for this one, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.